Okay, one of the most popular questions that Harry always gets asked is, what's your favourite ride? What's your favourite park? What's your top 10? All of this kind of stuff. People have started asking me. I'm going to do this video just to clear it all up. Even though I have a podcast where we talk about roller coasters, and I now have this channel which kind of seems a bit coastery. I'm not an enthusiast, at least I don't think I am. Probably slowly becoming one, just from like being around enthusiasts all the time and going to parks all the time. I'm not an enthusiast. I don't particularly have a strong urge to go on rides. Sometimes I get it just because it's kind of habit now. Just bear that in mind while we're going through my top rides and parks, because I'm not an enthusiast, but these are just things that I've come to love over the years of like riding rides. I also haven't really been to many parks yet. I've been to more parks than I ever thought I would go to, but I've only really been outside of the UK. I haven't done any of the America parks. I've only done Gardaland, Fantasyland, twice technically, but the first time I went I was like 13 or something and I didn't ride anything, so I was scared. Also been to Liseberg, or Liseberg, I don't know, Liseberg in Gothenburg. Also done Disneyland Paris. I've been there a couple of times when I was a kid, which I didn't ride anything then, and I've been once with Harry and a second time last year with my friends, so I've done that recently twice. I think that's all the parks I've been to that aren't in the UK. I probably missed one, but I think that's it. So just bear that in mind. I haven't been to America yet. I haven't done things like Dubai or, you know, the ones in Japan or anything, so this is quite limited. But currently I'm going to go with what is my favourite now at this point. Okay, let's start with my number one coaster. If you listen to the podcast, you'll already know the answer to this question, and my number one roller coaster is Helix at Liseberg in Gothenburg. It's literally the best. I rate rides in terms of how much they make me laugh, so basically how fun they are. Literally every time I go on Helix, I just cannot stop laughing. It's so funny. It has a lot of airtime, which is something that I really like. It's just a great ride, like the whole thing of being on the hill. And I also just love Liseberg anyway. It's just great. You gotta go try it. I don't really know if I have a specific order for like the rest of them, because I just have a number one that I know is like definitely the one. But other rides that I really like are Wicker Man at Alton Towers. It's really fun. It's the first proper wooden coaster I've been on, and normally they're like old and rickety and I hate that. So it's literally like everything I love. It's smooth, it's fun, and obviously the theming is amazing. I am going to mention Tarn because that is a very good ride, even though on the podcast I do sometimes say that it's not as good as I was expecting. It's still a top quality ride. A lot of people have it as their number one, and it's good. It's very good. We need to go back and do it again, which we will be doing. So after then, I'll be able to make up my mind properly on it. But for now, Tarn's kind of up there, somewhere near the top. Interestingly, the Swarm used to be my favourite ride back when I had been on like nothing. That's at Thorpe Park. Now it's still kind of up there. Like, it's a great ride. It's really smooth, and it's just like everything I love about rides. But, you know, since I've been on other things, it's kind of been pushed right down. Can't really think of any others. But I know when I stop recording, I'm gonna be like, oh, that ride. But yeah, like, I don't know. Helix is definitely my favourite. And then those other ones I mentioned are also, you know, good rides that I love going on. There's not many rides where I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to go there now and do it. But like things like Wicker Man, Helix are just two where I'm just like, yeah, I'll go now and do it. So that's pretty much my favourite rides. I guess we'll move on to parks now, because I'm basically done. I feel like parks are trickier than rides because there's so much to consider. Obviously, Disneyland Paris is probably my favourite at the minute, just because I'm a massive Disney nerd and that's the only one I've been to yet. So, you know, Disney parks is up there. As soon as I get to Disney Sea and in Tokyo, I reckon it's going to be my favourite ever. But at the moment, it's only Disneyland Paris. So that's my favourite park. And not because of the rides or anything coastery, it's just like the park is so good. Just Disney parks in general are so good. Like the vibes, everything being Disney, it's the best. Can't wait until Disney Sea get the Tangled Land, because that's my favourite Disney film. It's gonna be like the only place that seemed the Tangled, and it's gonna be amazing. In the UK, I'd say Alton Towers has got to be the favourite, just because it's got the best rides, well, the most good rides, if you see what I mean. Like there's quite a high proportion of rides there that are good, and the vibes are nice. There's a nice scenery to look at. It's pretty chill, it's quite nice. You know, the UK parks I'm just really bored of now because we've done them so many times, but Alton Towers is still a solid park in my eyes. Other than that, I'd say Liseberg is up there. I literally love that park. It's essentially Blackpool, but like everything looks amazing, and it's kind of old and new at the same time, and everything looks like it goes, everything flows really well, and they have great ride, and obviously they have Helix, so. But yeah, just, it's very aesthetically pleasing, which is something that I look for in a park and makes me want to go there. And Liseberg is just amazing, especially at night. I will mention Fantasyland as one of my top parks because it is a great park. They're developing well. They just need to get a few more coasters in there that are like solid, and then it's gonna be great. It's so well themed, and I don't know, for such a small area they just do a lot, so that's definitely up there as well. I'd say for the parks I don't really have an order either, except for like Disney in general is up at the top, just because like I don't like to order stuff that much. Like I don't really think about it, and I feel like when you order it, it just takes so long to think about it, and you know, like they're all great, they all have different plus sides, so I can't really order it, but you know, like I'm just gonna mention them all. I have mentioned them all. The ones I mentioned are good, and they're my favourites. There's probably stuff that I've missed that I can't remember. My brain is a bit weird right now, but those are the ones that stick out in my mind, so they're obviously good. They're obviously my favourites if I can actually remember them. That's pretty much it, I think. I don't know. I've mentioned my absolute favourites, so that's all I can hope to do. I hope this cleared things up for everybody and you enjoyed listening to what rides I like and what parks I like. Let me know what yours are in the comments. That's what I like personally. Remember, I'm not an enthusiast, so this is a bit of a weird perspective that I'm giving you, but it's just what I like in a ride and in a park that makes Helix and I guess Disney my favourite. That's just my preference, and yeah, let me know yours in the comments. Thanks for watching guys, and I guess that's the end of the video. Bye!